Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network. As tonight we are here at Dover International Speedway, or Dover Raceway, or Dover Motorsports Park, whatever. We're at Dover tonight for the climb for Parkinsons 200 and qualifying, getting ready to take off. We got cars starting to hit the track. The first one out, that is the 5 machine of Dylan Blankenship. Dylan out on track looking to set himself up for a good starting spot for tonight's race here at Dover. And I am looking down my order here. Dylan has 5 starts on the season. He comes into tonight 23rd in points. So Dylan not having a very good season. 1 top 10 so far for him. But Dylan, one of these drivers that I look to see some improvement here tonight. Over in his wheelhouse in cup cars. We'll be keeping a close eye on this 5 machine all night long. The 35 of Matthew Spinks to the top of our speed leaderboard start, but Brandon Hartwell gonna knock him off. Spinks gonna cross the line there for his second fast lap. Does not improve his position. Brandon Hartwell holding on to the pole for the moment. Dustin Ping in the 9 machine, he's starting to roll out. Ping on his first time lap. The 98 of Aaron Tolhurst, who picked up the win last week at Las Vegas in a fuel mileage gamble, paid off big time for the 98. See if he can carry any of that momentum over to this race here at Dover. Maybe he's got some magic left in it. Maybe he's learned a thing or two. Might be able to apply it. You never know what can carry over week to week. The 55 is Steve Baker. Right now he finds himself in second place on our speed chart. Matthew Spinks falling down to 3rd. The 82 of Tyler Hilton out on track. Tyler Hilton going to post up a time that is in 8th place for the moment. 2 other drivers starting to roll out for the qualifying time. That is the 94 Troy Radford. Troy going to post 3rd quick. But very fast lap by the 94 machine. 88 at Dale Osmond. Shutting it down without turning a qualifying lap. 46 of Chris Mefford out on track now. Mefford gonna cross the start finish line. Ends a qualifying run in that 46 machine. As we are going to step away for the national anthem, no one go anywhere. We'll be back for your starting lineup.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Climb for Parkinsons 200 here tonight at Dover. We get ready to fire these cars off. Drivers are starting to take to the grid. That means it is time to go through our starting lineup. Row number 1, the 12 machine of Colin Allman, picking up his 4th pole position on the season. That man able to lay down a qualifying time of 22.539. Brandon Hartwell on his outside in the 01 machine with a 22.620. Row 2 will be the 55 of Steve Baker and the 94 of Troy Radford. Row 3 will be the 35 of Matthew Spinks and the 46 of Chris Mefford. Row number 4 will be the 99 of Justin Rigsby and the 11 of Christopher Spencer. Row 5 will be the 98, last week's race winner, piloted by Aaron Tolhurst. The 9 machine of Dustin Ping gonna start on his outside. Row 6 will be the 82 of Tyler Hilton and the 6 of Aaron Blount. Row 7, Dylan Blankenship in the 5 machine and the 65 of Brian Miskell. Row 8 will be the 28 of Dustin German and the 4 of Mike Massengill. Row 9 will be the 00 of Russell Brown and the 48 of Josh Spalding. Row number 10 will be the 88 of Dale Osbin and the 3 of Chad Meadows. Row 11 will be the 78 of Dakota Bryant and the 22 of John Johnson. Row 12 will be the 8 of Doug Johnson and the 47 of Ray Radford. And that makes up our 24 car starting lineup here tonight for the Climb for Parkinsons 200. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to go right into racing here, wasting no time on getting after it. Pace car is in, field waiting for the green flag. There it is, green flag is out. And we got issues already. Hartwell in the 01 going around. He spun his tires. And just like that, we are under yellow with a big, big stack up from the front row of Brandon Hartwell. Go to our instant replay here, see what happened. 01 gets on the throttle, spins the tires. Roy Radford with nowhere to go, gets into him a little bit. Looks like Tyler Hilton also making contact, the 28. Getting involved of Dustin German. We go on aboard with Dustin German. So just like that, we have a few cars with some damage. They make their way down onto pit road to get that hammered out. Matthew Spinks, one of the drivers, Troy Radford onto pit road, Christopher Spencer, Aaron Tolhurst, Don Johnson hitting pit road, Dustin Ping, not John Johnson. Chad Meadows, who started from pit lane, coming out smelling like roses there as that yellow came out very quickly. Several drivers having some damage here already. A few of them have been caught behind the pace car. Hartwell, one of those drivers caught behind the pace car, along with Tyler Hilton. 78 machine at Dakota Bryant. Chad Meadows in the 3. Race leader is Colin Allman. He's had the race lead under caution more than he has under green flag. Made it about 5 seconds as your race leader under green flag conditions. That will change. We'll get into some green flag runs here. We'll even see some green flag pit stops tonight. Bad news for Hartwell, though, and everyone trapped behind the pace car. In order to stay on the lead lap, they will not be able to work on the damage that they have sustained. They gotta hope for another quick caution here. As the lights go out on the pace car, the field gonna form up once again for a restart. Single file restart here. Our points leader, Steve Baker. We missed him last week. Here tonight. Comes into tonight with a 14-point lead over Troy Radford. Racing for a Cause Vaportrail Series does award 25 points twice a season if you are unable to make a race. Steve Baker, you one of those two last week, but here we go. Pace cars down and away. Green flag is out, but it looks like maybe they are not quite going yet. I thought maybe they wouldn't take off here when the green flag came out. You might see some drivers try and hit pit road to get a chance to work on their cars. The caution is going to come out. So yes, it is going to be a workaround for the drivers who got trapped behind the pace car. technically, it will be scored as our second yellow. It is just a carryover from our first incident. Now we will see Brandon Hartwell, Tyler Hilton, Dakota Bryant all hit pit road here, giving them a chance to work on their damaged race cars. Dan Meadows going to join them as well in the 3. Dustin German in the 28, leading the wave around here. A little bit of a botched start here. We saw Brandon Hartwell in the 0-1 on the first start of the race. Spin his tires, get into the wall, cause a big stack up. Then, because it took everyone a moment to get rolling, they ended up trapped behind the pace car. League admins deciding that, hey, we're going to throw out a caution once everyone is past the pace car on pit road. As the pace car sat on pit road, give everyone a shot at hammering out some of the damage, get this field sorted back out, and then we'll go racing. We are working lap 9 of 200. If you wanted to apply this to some real life situations, we could say, hey, we just had a storm cloud pass over, dropped a little bit of rain on the track, putting some heat back into the racing surface. We haven't lost the track yet, just trying to get it a little bit drier. Let these tires have some good adhesion. We don't sail it off into turn 1 and all right up into the wall like we saw at the All-Star race many, many years ago in Charlotte. When NASCAR threw the green flag as it started raining in turn 1. We're gonna have a little bit of a reset here. Few big losers in this situation. Brandon Hartwell, of course, he is out 1 lap down, but he is back out on track with some damage still left to repair on that vehicle. Roy Radford falling all the way to 19th place right now. Dustin German in the 28. They will take the wave around. That has put him towards the back of the field. But we're gonna try this once again. Colin Allman in the 12 machine. Waiting for the green flag to come out. And here we go. Allman on the throttle. Green flag is out, and away we go. And Colin with a good jump over the 55 of Steve Baker. Colin off to a fast start here. Steve Baker trying to track him back down. Everyone quickly getting into single file down the backstretch. And we have completed our first green flag lap of the race. That lap being led by Colin. Colin and Steve have opened up a bit of a gap over Justin Rigsby in the 99. Dylan Blankenship in the 5 as he pulls on to pit road. Dylan with an early exit here may or may not be able to get back out on track, but the 5 having an issue. We'll see if Dylan can get rolling once again. But he is under green flag racing while on pit road. That is not a good situation for the 5 machine. Ooh, contact with the 6. Eric Blount going around. Dustin Ping nowhere to go as the 6 came up into him. The 48 of Josh Spalding involved. And once again, we're going to go under yellow. Spalding in the 48, the 6 of Blount. Josh Spalding takes a peek to the inside while the 6 bounced off the wall. Dustin Ping in the 9 with nowhere to go. Got into the wall there. We go on board with Dustin Ping. That was a hard hit for the 9 and the 6. Several drivers making their way off of pit road, but our leader will now be scored as a 4 of Mike Massengill. Tire stops for everyone that came down pit road. The 12 of Colin, our pole sitter. He's going to fall all the way down to 20th place. But the 98 of Aaron Tolhurst now is going to lead his first lap of the race. 98 looks like it's been hit in the right rear. There's some damage on that machine. And it does look like the 9 of Dustin Ping unable to get rolling after that damage sustained when the 6 slid up the track into him. So Aaron Tolhurst is your race leader. Matthew Spinks in the 35, sitting in second. Steve Baker, 4-tire stop for Steve Baker in the 55 machine, making his way off of pit road as the first car off of pit road, I should say. And something happened to the 12. He is making another stop to be serviced by his pit crew. Well, driving through the pit lane once again. 6 of Eric Blount being serviced by his crew. Rear bumper cover missing on that machine. But the lights have gone out on the pace car. Field formed up, side by side, looking nice and purty. Aaron Tolhurst, Matthew Spinks have not made a pit stop yet. Pace car down and away. The 98 wasting no time, gets on the throttle. Spinks got caught napping. Steve Baker able to slide right into second place. No issues. Now we'll see those 4 tires really go to work on Aaron Tolhurst. Aaron only having just about 8 laps of green flag racing on those tires. Troy Radford in the 94, looking down to the inside of Justin Rigsby in the 99. The 11 machine of Christopher Spencer on the inside. Spencer going to make the pass on the 65 of Brian Miskell. So does Dustin German. Tolhurst to the high side, not going to challenge Steve Baker for the race lead. Tolhurst knowing that he is down on tires at the moment, and Baker slides in to the top spot and leads his first lap of the race. We go on board looking out the back of Steve Baker's machine. Drivers getting single file. Looking down on the field from high atop the scoring tower. That 55 machine starting to open up a bit of a gap now. Meanwhile, Spinks to the inside of Tolhurst. Battle for second. That is Chris Mefford. Wrong pink car. Chris Mefford in the 46. Going to pass Aaron Tolhurst as well. So Tolhurst falling to 4th. Troy Radford in the 94, making a move to the inside. Justin Rigsby in the 99 getting there as well. 2 wide for Tolhurst, now 3 wide down the backstretch, back down to 2. The 11 machine of Christopher Spencer to the inside, so Aaron Tolhurst not making that stop for tires, really starting to drop like a rock here. He is trying to stay up out of the way as he loses ground. Boys, we got, I believe that was Tyler Hilton in the 82 making heavy contact with that wall down the backstretch. Chad Meadows in the 3, he is slowed. And Meadows in the 3 machine, maybe having a bit of an issue there. Slowed very quickly down the front stretch. Back to the front, Steve Baker enjoying a 1.8 second lead over the 35 of Spinks. Chris Mefford in the 46. And Justin Rigsby in the 99. Starting to work their way to the back bumper of the 35. Mefford down to the inside. He's going to make the pass. Put Mefford into second. Rigsby trying to fill a hole, but it quickly closed on him. Now he's going to take a peek to the inside down the front stretch. Binks not challenging as we're still working lap 29 of 200. A lot of racing left to go. Smart move by the 35. Let a fast car go now. Might have a shot back at him later on in the race. No need to race him hard. Could cost both of you dearly. 28 of Dustin German took a wave around just a few cautions ago, or laps. Right now he is going to try and move into fourth place. Completes the pass through 3 and 4. To put Dustin German from Smoke Show Racing into the fourth position. Binks falling to fifth. Now Troy Radford going to take a shot at him. Meanwhile, Steve Baker, another SSR driver, out to 2.3 second lead. Baker really showing some speed here very early on. Boy, Radford now, he's going to make his move to the inside of the 35. Radford back into the top 5 in that 94 machine. Spinks, though, really starting to lose some ground as Christopher Spencer and Dale Osmond set their sights on that 35's back bumper. Osmond in the 88 really had to lift there coming up off the corner. That's going to cost him a little bit of momentum. Spencer in the 11, though, on the outside lane, keeping that 88 pinched down. Tires starting to wear out a little bit now, so very hard to come up off the corner when another car is on your outside. Dale Osmond unable to make the pass. Now Spencer in the 11 takes a peek to the inside of the 35 of Spinks. Completes the pass through 1 and 2. Dale Osmond now taking advantage of that opening that the 11 made. And Dale Osmond able to go on by. So Matthew Spinks on older tires, falling through the field, same as Aaron Tolhurst. 78 of Dakota Bryant hitting pit road. Dakota slowly making his way onto pit road. That is way down below pit road speed limit. Maybe some issues for the 78. Does make it to his pit stall, and Steve Baker in the 55 enjoying a nice 2-second lead over Chris Mefford. It does look like the 78 of Dakota Bryant has gone behind the wall. Early exit for that machine here tonight. Tough break here at Dover. Ray Radford in the 47. It looks like the 47 slowly making its way onto pit road as well. But Steve Baker continuing to lead. Been out front now for 20 laps. Gonna make it 21 here. And he crosses the start-finish line this time. His lead is kind of stabilized right around the 2-second mark. We do have 17 cars on the lead lap. Mike Massengill in the 4 machine is the last car on the lead lap. You see Steve Baker just in your camera shot there down the back stretch. So Mike Massengill in the 17th spot. Last car on the lead lap, Colin Alwyn in the 12 machine, a first car 1 lap down. The 12 having some issues during our last caution on pit road. Still not sure what happened to him. He has ended up losing a lap because of it. Field single file right now. Everyone kind of got a nice little spot to run, to log some laps. Chris Medford in the 46, sitting in second place. So Medford in that white and pink 46 machine started 6th, has moved up into 2nd. As the caution flag is going to come out. The 3 of Chad Meadows is into his pit box here. We'll see what happened to the 3. Meadows getting loose off of the corner. Tagging the outside wall, then tagging the inside wall, and that 3 machine looks like it is going to be done for the night. Now everyone making the break for pit road. Steve Baker in the 55 sees his 2-second lead wiped away. So good news for the 12 of Colin. We'll get back on the lead lap. Steve Baker in the 55. Looking to be the first one off of pit road. The jack drops, and the 55 is going to win that race. Big gains for the 88 at Dale Osborne. Gonna come off of pit road in 4th place. Dale cracking the top 5 now with an excellent pit stop. As the field gathers back up behind the pace car, we're gonna step away for just a moment, guys. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the climb for Parkinsons 200 here at Dover International Raceway. Lights have gone out on the pace car field, starting to warm up. Steve Baker in the 55 electing the inside lane. Chris Mefford in the 46 going to restart on the outside. Row number 2 for this restart, the 99 of Justin Rigsby and the 88 of Dale Osmond. Field looking nice and tight. Everyone ready to get back after it. Pace car down and away. Steve Baker waiting for the right time to get on the throttle. And he does. Gets after it. Green flag is out. And the 55 easily clearing the 46. Meanwhile, the 46. And just like that, caution flag coming out. The 11 of Chris Spencer issues on the front stretch. Chris Spencer from the inside of row number 4. Spins the tires. Josh Spalding in the 48 with nowhere to go, gets into his back bumper. We go on aboard with the 48 of Spalding. And just like that, another situation of spun tires. This will bring out our 5th caution of the night. Back under yellow. Drivers showing just how hard it is to put the power down in these cup cars. That is the 98 of Aaron Tolhurst receiving the wave around. Aaron had to go behind the wall. Looks like that 98 though going to get back after it. He has gotten back out on the track, but he is scored 10 laps down. So the 98 scored in 19th place, 10 laps down. We still have 17 cars, 18 cars on the track. Chad Meadows in the 3 machine. He's gone behind the wall after the damage that he suffered on his restart, or I shouldn't say restart, but coming off of turn number 4, tagged the wall. Let's see if we can't talk to our race leader. That is the 55 of Steve Baker. Steve, you got your ears on, bud?
Yes, sir.
The 55 machine out front right now. Seems like the field having a bit of a rough time getting the power down. What can you tell us about the track conditions out there tonight?
Yeah, it's definitely slick on the restarts. Just trying to get it up to full speed slowly and get it up through the gears, but yeah, it seems there's been some issues with that. Just lucky to be out front and sort of have some clean air.
Well, the 55 missed last week, but due to provisionals, you were able to hold on to the points lead. Here tonight, you're out front, got a good grasp on this field so far. How's your car handling for you?
Good so far. Just like you said, I've been out for a couple weeks, so I haven't really done any racing. So just trying to knock the rust off and come out of here with a good finish, and hopefully keep the points lead.
All right, man. Well, the lights have gone out on the pace car. Before we let you go, any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, thanks to everybody for showing up. Thanks for RFC for putting on the show and for the broadcast from Turn 3. And teammates Dustin and Josh out here tonight, so hopefully we can all get good finishes.
That is Steve Baker, driver of the 55 machine, taking a moment to talk to us. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Very kind of him. Field formed up behind the pace car. 18 cars out on track. 17 of them on the lead lap. Aaron Tolhurst, the only one any laps down, and he does find himself 10 laps down. Pace car down and away. Steve Baker in control of the field. Can go at any time of his choosing and decides he's going to go right there. And Baker gets up to speed. We are back under green here at Dover for the climb for Parkinsons 200. Working lap 56 of 200. Baker really opening up a half-second lead very quickly. And he's got to be enjoying that, as it is a log jam behind him. Justin Rigsby in the 99 sitting in third. Chris Mefford in the 46. He is second. Troy Radford in the 94 machine, finding himself right now in fourth place. Dustin German will round out your top five. Dustin German attacking that 94 all over his back bumper as they headed off into turn 3. Not able to make a move just yet. We go on aboard with the 28 of Dustin German. The evidence-based mommy machine right in front of him. Like German really able to roll the corner very well. Not putting a lot of wheel into it, trying to conserve his tires here, just being nice and steady. And that is how you get around this Dover Speedway. The monster mile, if you will. Meanwhile, the 88 of Dale Osmond making a move to the inside. Dale Osmond back into the top 5. Solid move by the 88. Dale looking for his first win of the season. Now he takes a peek to the inside of Troy Radford. But Dale wasting no time now, trying to get to the front. Osmond came into tonight 4th place in the point standings. He has been on a hot streak, climbing the points order. Gained another 3 positions last week. Finishing that 3rd place at Las Vegas. Right now he finds himself in 4th place. Meanwhile, Brandon Hartwell, who started this race front row outside, the first victim to a spun tire situation, Right now, he finds himself riding around in 12th place behind the 8 of Doug Johnson. Few other drivers to note here. 82 of Tyler Hilton. We saw the 82 get beat up and banged up on that first lap, first incident of the night. He finds himself all the way down in 16th place. Last car on the lead lap is the 4 of Mike Massengill. At Mission 22 Patriotic Paint Scheme Machine. Still soldiering on in 17th place. Logging some laps. Having a good old time out there as he's going to go to the high side through 1 and 2. Uses the throttle to pull it down for a low exit off the corner. But meanwhile, at the front, Steve Baker starting to come under pressure from the 46 of Chris Mefford. Mefford not to him just yet. Everyone's starting to get single file here. Except for the 28 and the 12. Colin in the 12 machine going to complete the pass on Dustin German. That 12 was 1 lap down not too many laps ago. Now finds himself battling for a position in the top 5. He closes in on the 94 of Troy Radford. Check in on the 6 of Eric Mount. Saw the 6 go for a spin earlier tonight. Slide up the track. Collect the 9 of Dustin Ping. And he has hammered out that damage. The 6 really torn up, missing the back deck lid, missing a lot of downforce on that machine. And he is out there in 14th place. Meanwhile, the hard charging 12 machine has gotten around the 94 of Troy Radford. Now setting his sights on the 88 of Dale Osmond. Colin taking a peek to the inside, down the front straightaway, nothing there yet. He is all over the back bumper. Pounding Dale Osmond in the 88 for that spot. Now I will say Colin did pit under that last caution. He does have about 6 lap pressure tires than the 88 machine, and you're seeing just how big of a difference those 6 laps make, as Colin has been able to carve his way through the field here. I shouldn't say through the field, but up through some of these front runners. The tire is very important here at Dover. Now Colin, once again, taking a look to the inside. Nothing there yet, but he is still trying to work over that 88 machine. Now the caution flag is going to come out. The 11 of Chris Spencer finding trouble once again. Go to our turn 3 instant replay. Let's see what happens here. Tyler Hilton in the 82 on his inside. Now on his back bumper. And contact down the front stretch. Gonna turn the 11. Aaron Tolhurst quickly making a move down to the bottom. Able to avoid that. We see the 2 cars up ahead. A little bit of driver miscommunication there. Did a zigged when they zagged. That is going to bring everyone down on pit road. Baker leading that charge. The 4 tires out of everyone here. Tires very important, as I said, here tonight at Dover. Hartwell in the 0-1 overshooting his pit stall. Baker down and away. Chris Mefford not able to make the pass on him. In Hill Osmond with a solid pit stop. Gonna beat the 12 machine off of pit road. So Chris Mefford in the 46 second, the 99 of Justin Rigsby in third. Let's see if we can't get a quick word in with the pilot of the 99 machine, Justin Rigsby. Do you hear me?
I got you, KR. What's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just talking about some racing. Though I thought maybe I'd get your opinion of what's going on out there tonight.
It's a little tight. Hard to pass. It seems like the aero package on these cars kind of lets you just play follow the leader. Once you think you got to run, you push up coming out of the corner and kind of lose everything you gain. So it's tough, but we're hanging up here.
Well, the 99 finds itself in third place right now, but I'll tell you, these restarts do allow a chance for you guys to get after it. How do you feel your car is on a restart versus deep into a run?
It's edgy. Getting going, wheel spin's a big problem, but I feel fast in the beginning. I felt pretty good on the long run too. It's just, again, it seems so hard to really suck up to somebody and get that run to pass, but we ain't had too long of a run yet, so maybe we'll be able to prevail if we can get some more laps ticked off here.
All right, well, the 99 finds itself in third place. You think you got a shot at winning this thing?
No, there's always a chance, KR.
Always a chance. Good positive answer right there. I like it. I like it. I like it. All right, Justin, before we let you go, any shout outs or thank yous?
I just want to shout out sponsor on the car this week, Pregnancy and Infant Loss Awareness Month. It's brought to you by the Star Legacy Foundation and everybody else that's been on board at water.org, Heritage Barbershop, Ryan's Fatted Calf, Dude Wipes, and of course Attitude Motorsports for giving me this beautiful ride.
All right, Justin, good luck in the rest of the race here tonight, and thank you very much for taking the time to talk to it. Lights have gone out on the pace car field, forming up. Baker choosing the inside lane once again. Chris Mefford going to restart on his outside. That makes up row number 1. Row 2 will be Justin Rigsby and the 88 of Dale Osbin. Row 3 will be the 12 of Colin Allman and the 94 of Troy Radford. Pace car down and away. Steve Baker in control of the field now and chooses this moment to get on the throttle. Rigsby right there with him. Chris Mefford in the 46. Maybe not able to get the start he wanted. And Rigsby powering up down the backstretch, moves into second place. The 12 machine following in the 99's tire tracks. That outside lane really did not get rolling. And that has cost those drivers a couple of spots. Dustin German in the 28, making a move to the inside of Chris Mefford. Mefford gonna fend him off. Meanwhile, Troy Radford down to the inside of Dale Osmond, but Dale holds on to the spot. Josh Spalding in the 48. We saw him going for a spin with the 6 of Eric Blount. Spalding making his way back inside the top 10. Right now he finds himself in 9th place. Don Johnson in the 22 machine sitting in 10th after starting 22nd. So big mover here, made his way through half the field so far. Meanwhile, we got a battle for second place. Colin in the 12 machine to the inside of the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Not able to complete the pass down the front stretch. Rigsby able to work that high line, really get the car rolling, and fins off the 12 for the moment. Colin trying it once again through 1 and 2. Pulls even with him down the backstretch, looking to complete the pass through 3 and 4. Colin in the 12 machine. Our pole sitter went 1 lap down earlier in the race, now has made his way back into second place. Meanwhile, Justin Rigsby looks like he's in danger of being freight trained here. Chris Mefford able to get by the 99 of Rigsby. Rigsby shutting the door on Dustin German. But now the 12 wants the top spot back. And Colin, who picked up his first win of the season at Lucas Oil Raceway for the Hilton Designs 175. Back to the front goes the 12 machine. Steve Baker had led 70 laps. Now Colin, our pole sitter, after having some issues on pit road, has made his way back into the top spot. Colin Allman in the 12 machine. Starting to set sail, pulling a half-second gap over the 55 of Steve Baker. Meanwhile, Dale Osmond in the 88. Battling with the 28 of Dustin German. Justin Rigsby in the 99. trying to find a hole in the armor of the 46 of Chris Mefford. We are nearing the halfway point for tonight's event. Could we see our first repeat winner of the season? If the 12 machine can pick up the race win, he would become our first repeat winner. We've had 5 different races so far this season, 5 different winners. Harry West kicked off the season with the race win at Daytona. Colin Allman picked up the race, second race of the season. Troy Radford at Indianapolis, our third race winner. Steve Baker winning at Sonoma for the 4th race. And then last week, Aaron Tolhurst picked up the 5th race and became the 5th different winner. Tyler Hilton in the 82 machine. He has made his way up into 10th place. That 82 looking a little beat up, a little banged on. Still out there trying to lay down some quick laps. Has found his way into 10th. We do have 17 cars out on the track. Brandon Hartwell in the 01 has gone behind the wall. Hartwell done for the night. While Dale Osborne trying to make a move on the 99 of Justin Rigsby. Dustin German in the 28 on his outside. Rigsby fending off the 88 for the moment. Now Troy Radford looking to the inside of the 28. Very hard to make a move coming up off the corner here at Dover. That inside car just gets very tight. Having to lift the throttle to stay out of that car on their outside. Meanwhile, our race leader, the 12 machine of Colin Allman, has pulled out to a 1.7 second lead over Steve Baker. Troy Radford completing the pass on the 94 move. Troy Radford into 6th. Dustin German falling to 7th place. 48, Josh Spalding, his teammate, now on his back bumper. Go on board though with our race leader. You can see he continues to lay down some fast laps. One of the fastest cars out on the track at the moment. The 12 machine setting sail on the 55 of Steve Baker. About to open up the biggest lead we have seen so far tonight. Meanwhile, Dustin German in the 28 machine continuing to slide backwards a little bit. 65 of Brian Miskell setting his focus on trying to find a way around the 28. Justin Rigsby in the 99, hounding the 46 of Chris Mefford. That is a battle for third and fourth place. Everyone's sitting single file. We are into our longest green flag run of the night. As I'm looking through the field here, trying to find some cars that are, maybe battling it out. The 4 of Mike Massengill is about to go a lap down. 12 machine to his inside. And the 4 is now the first car and only car 1 lap down, as Colin able to make quick work of Mike. That will give us 15 cars on the lead lap. That 15th car is the 11 of Christopher Spencer. So Spencer in 15th spot. The 8 machine of Doug Johnson right in front of him. And then the 22 of John Johnson in 13th spot. John Johnson trying to track down the 6 of Eric Blount. That 6 machine. Having a little bit of damage on it, but has not kept him from being out there trying to race. Earning some points as he does it. Finds himself in 12th place for the moment. Spencer making a move to the inside of John Johnson, completes the pass off of turn 4 to move Spencer into 14th place. Meanwhile, we're going to go back to our 5th place runner. That is the 88 of Dale Osmond. Roy Radford in the 94, trying to work him over. Justin Rigsby just ahead of them in the 99, sitting in 4th place. The 4, Mike Massengill, now becoming the factor for this battle between these 5 cars. But Mike going to stay to the high side. Everyone gets around cleanly. The 46 of Chris Mefford sitting in 3rd place is 1.5 seconds behind the 55 of Steve Baker. Then Steve Baker is 3.8 seconds behind our race leader Colin Allman. But these 5 cars, you could throw a blanket over them. They are running very tightly to each other. And no one really able to make a move. We heard it from Justin Rigsby. The car gets very tight very quickly, making it hard to pass. I do want to point out the 4 of Mike Massengill has been on and to pit road and serviced by his pit crew. 4-tire stop for that 4 machine. Gets back out into the racing action. Car's really starting to wiggle, really starting to show that tire wear. Our race leader's fast lap of a 22.621. Last time around was a 24.317. So almost 2 seconds of fall off here. These tires have started to show their degradation. The 12 machine, though, continues to roll through these corners smoothly, hitting his mark lap after lap. First car onto pit road, though, from our leader, second place, 55, Steve Baker. Starting to see the possibility of green flag pit stops here. It's the 6 of Eric Blount, also going to hit pit road, the 8 of Doug Johnson. So how will the 12 respond to the 55 hitting pit road? Baker trying to short pit here. Trying to be the first one onto pit road and get serviced by his pit crew. Make up some time with those fresh tires. But now the 12, should the caution come out, will have Baker trapped. And here comes the 12 for pit road. Just a few more laps turned by the 12 machine. Good safe entry by the 12 to pit road. Didn't push it too hard, had a lot of time between him and Baker. '48 at Josh Spalding pitted 2 laps before the 55 of Baker, and you can see Spalding able to cycle out in front of Steve Baker. Seconds is a big gap between your fastest lap and your slowest lap. As the 12 of Colin Allman out on track now, trying to get up to speed. You can see the 12 rejoins on the backstretch. The 48 and the 55 are going to motor on past, and Josh Spalding taking over the top spot for the first time tonight. And Spalding picks up his first lap lead of the race. But Colin is going to have maybe 5 laps, 6 lap fresher tires. And we'll see, that will make a difference here once he gets them up to temperature and starts rolling the corners here. Already the 12 all over the back bumper of Steve Baker. Colin making a move to the inside of Steve Baker. Gonna try and complete the pass through 1 and 2, but it's gonna get tight. Oh, Baker wiggles. That is gonna cost Steve Baker some momentum, and the 12 completes the pass by the time they head off into turn 3. But now Spalding trying to outrun the 12 machine. That is gonna be a tall order. Everyone has been on and off pit road. Green flag pit stops completed. And the 12 of Colin Allman making a move to the inside of Josh Spalding in the 48. The 12 completes the pass and moves back into the top spot. Spalding was out front for 5 laps. And now the 12 starts to pull away. Baker making the move on Spalding, so put Steve Baker back into second. Steve Baker had led for 70 laps. Colin in the 12, our race leader, starting to close in on that number. Plenty of laps left in this race, which we are going to work lap 133 of 200. Colin putting the 8 of Doug Johnson 1 lap down. That'll give us 12 cars on the lead lap. Chris Mefford in the 46 machine finds himself in 4th place. Colin Allman is our race leader. Steve Baker sitting in 2nd. 3rd, Josh Spalding in the 48. Mefford 4th place, and Dale Osmond in the 88, rounding out your top 5. Sixth place goes to the 94 Troy Radford. Radford finds himself just about a half second behind the 88, Dale Osmond. Then the 99 of Justin Rigsby, 1.5 seconds behind Troy Radford. Rigsby, who was running in 3rd place at one point, falling back a little bit here to 7th place. 28 of Dustin German. Right now he is in 8th place. So Dustin German bringing up the Caboose Smoke Show Racing, running 3rd out of his teammates. 9th place going to the 65 of Brian Miskell. And rounding out your top 10, the 82 of Tyler Hilton. The 35 of Matt Spinks, 1 lap down right behind Tyler Hilton. Spinks finds himself in 15th spot. The 11 of Christopher Spencer, though, sitting in 12th place. Got caught up in a few issues here tonight. In danger of going a 1 lap down from the torrent pace that the 12 machine is laying down. Colin getting bigger and bigger each lap, each moment. Colin really able to get into the corner and roll through the middle. Picks up the throttle. And Spencer in the 11 machine, the move to the high side. Colin completes the pass to put the 11 machine 1 lap down. That gives us 11 cars on the lead lap. Now Colin's setting his sights on Eric Blount. Well, in the 6, going way up high, not going to challenge at all to try and stay on the lead lap. As we are nearing the 3/4 mark of this race, working lap 143 at 200. Spencer trying to take advantage of the hole that the leader made, and does complete the pass through turns 1 and 2. So Colin now opens up a 4.2 second lead over Steve Baker. We have 16 cars on the racetrack. Mike Massengill in the 4 machine has gone behind the wall. Looks like his night is done. Josh Spalding has fallen to 2 seconds behind Steve Baker. Dale Osmond closing in on the 48. This battle is starting to brew. Can Dale catch the 48 before he has used up all of his tires? You see a little bit of a wiggle from both the 48 and the 88 coming off of turn 4. These drivers trying to be up on the wheel here, trying to put the power down. This Dover track eating up tires in a hurry. Oh, Aaron Tolhurst in the 98, causing the 48 to lift a little bit. That broke his momentum, allowing Dale Osmond to make the pass, and so move Dale into 3rd. And Dale Osmond in the 88 machine for the first time tonight cracks the top 3. Started 19th and made his way all the way up into 3rd. Now he has got a 2.5 second gap to Steve Baker in the 55. We're about halfway through this tire run. Drivers will have to hit pit road one more time to make it to the end of the race. With 16 cars out on the track, we have 10 of them on the lead lap. Tyler Hilton in the 82 machine, last car on the lead lap. Drivers who are out of the race, Mike Massengill in the 4, he scored in 17th position. Brandon Hartwell in the 01, scored in 18th. 19th going to the 3 of Chad Meadows. Ray Radford in the 47, scored in 20th place. Dakota Bryant in the 78, 21st. 22nd going to the 9 of Dustin Ping. Dylan Blankenship in the 5 machine scored 23rd. Then the 00 of Russell Brown is scored in 24th spot. Machine just really putting a spanking on the field right now as he has got a 6-second lead and continuing to be the fastest car lap after lap. Trouble for the 35 of Matthew Spinks. He is on pit road with the hood up. We'll see if he can get back out there. The 35 machine, though, in 15th place. Not looking good for the 35. But Colin in the 12 machine, things are looking all rosy and cheery for him. Got some clean track right now. Nobody around that 12 machine. Laying down some very quick laps. Very, very smooth inputs by the 12. Rolls into the throttle, not abusing his tires, able to save a little bit on them and continue to maintain a high rate of speed throughout the tire run. Steve Baker in the 55 has pulled away a little bit from the 88 of Dale Osmond. Baker now at a 2.0, we'll make it 3-second lead over the 88 of Dale Osmond. Justin Rigsby in fourth place, a 1.8 second gap between him and Dale Osmond. We have another car coming down pit road. That is the 98 of Aaron Tolhurst. Here in just a few laps, the fuel window will open for drivers to hit pit road for the last time. '48 of Josh Spalding pulled off a short pit under green flag conditions, took over the lead for a moment. And now the 46 and the 48, they're going to make their break for pit road. As Chris Mefford in the 46 and the 48 of Josh Spalding. Spalding really locking the brakes up on his entry into pit road, trying to keep it off the 46. Now the 82 of Tyler Hilton, he's going to make his pit stop. As I mentioned, that fuel window opening up for the final pit stops of the night should we stay green. Steve Baker on pit road, Dale Osmond on pit road, Justin Rigsby, everyone hitting pit road. The 12 machine, though, not quite coming down pit road. He is going to stretch this out a little bit. He did have quite a bit of a gap to the 55 of Steve Baker. Spalding and Mefford off of pit road. Tyler Hilton in the 82 rolling out of pit road. Troy Radford into his pit stall. Colin continuing, though, to log some laps. '12 machine is going to give up about 2 seconds a lap here. But now he does make his break for pit road. But your race leader onto pit lane. What could be the final stop of the race. The 11 of Chris Spencer. The 22 of John Johnson. And the 8 of Doug Johnson have not made pit stops yet. You can see Dale Osmond, Chris Mefford, Josh Spalding able to easily pass the 11. Alden, though, on pit road. The jack is down, the 12 is away. Steve Baker in the 55 trying to hustle that thing to close up to him, but I don't think he is going to be anywhere near as close as he was during our last green flag pit stops. You can see the 12 going off into turn 3. So Baker did close up 3 seconds, but it wasn't enough to make the pass for the lead under pit stops while we were in green flag situation here. But Baker has a 3.3 second lead over Dale Osmond now. The 11 of Chris Spencer, able to pick up 2 laps led, and now hits pit road. 12 of Colin, back to the top. The 65 of Brian Miskell right now finds himself in 11th place. He is going to be the last car on the lead lap. He goes by the 11 of Christopher Spencer. So Spencer stayed out to lead 2 laps. Going to rejoin the race in 12th place, now 1 lap down. 6 of Eric Blount, the first car 1 lap down. He's riding around in 11th position. They're down to 15 cars out on the racetrack. Matthew Spinks in the 35. Still being serviced by his pit crew on pit road, but he has been sitting in his pit lane stall for 8 minutes and 45 seconds. But the end of this race really drawing to a close quickly. I'd say we could probably interrupt Colin's train of thought. See if we could slow him down a little bit, but that wouldn't be very nice. That 12 machine has been a rocket ship all race long. He's been out front for 91 laps, setting himself up to lead the most laps here. Steve Baker led for about 70 laps. Third place driver Dale Osmond. Chris Mefford in the 46. And Josh Spalding in the 48. Side by side coming off of turn number 2. That is a battle for 4th place. Mefford holding on to it for the moment. Justin Rigsby in the 99. Watching this battle take place is Spalding going to be able to complete the pass through 1 and 2 here. We go on board with the 99 and Justin Rigsby. Well, after a rough start to this race here at Dover, the climb for Parkinsons 200 has gone through 2 green flag pit stop cycles, as now the 99 makes a move on Mefford to the inside, going to try and complete the pass on the backstretch. And Rigsby moving into 5th place. And Chris Mefford in the 46, he's going to tag the wall. Got into the 22 of John Johnson briefly. Both drivers able to keep going, but that will allow the 94 Troy Radford to move into 6th place. And Chris Mefford, hard contact with that outside wall coming off of turn number 4. Meanwhile, last car on the lead lap, that is the 82 of Tyler Hilton. And our leader, Colin Allman, right there looming large in the rear view mirror. Hilton running a Vegas Strong on his deck lid. Moves to the high side, allows the leader, the motor on up pass. So now we are down to 9 cars on the lead lap. Brian Missile Miskell in the 65 machine. The next one to go a lap down. Miskell having a buffer of a few cars between him and the leader. But Colin going to make quick work of the 6 of Eric Blount. Miskell improving from his starting position of 14th place. Trying to find a little extra speed to get to the back bumper of the 28 of Dustin German. But the 12 closing in very quickly on him. Christopher Spencer in the 11. Got some fresher tires than Brian Miskell, but Spencer in 11th place. This isn't a pass for position as Miskell's going to get in the wall now. We saw that happen to Chris Mefford. Now Brian Miskell gets in the wall. That will leave the door open for the 12 to pass it on the high side. And Colin is picking them up and laying them down right now. We're at 16 laps to go. Make it 15 laps this time by. Spencer on these fresher tires trying to be respectful of these cars that are on the lead lap. He has every right to be in this race and passing these cars. Is faster than them on these fresher tires, but now he's going to make it too wide in front of the leader. Colin does have some time to kill. He can let that battle shape up, finish up, fizzle out, whatever you want to say. Colin not pushing the issue as he has a 7.7 second lead over Steve Baker. Now the 28 of Dustin German in danger of going one lap down. Baker moves, or I'm sorry, Dustin German moves to the high side. Colin able to pass him there. So Dustin German in 8th place. Comes the first car one lap down. Colin Spencer in 11th place, trying not to go 2 laps down. Could the caution come out, that will help him out if he can stay in this 1 lap down column. But I'll tell you, that 12 machine looking very stout, closing in very quickly on him. Our top 5 all spread out. As you can see, Steve Baker now 8.2 seconds behind the race leader Dale Osmond, 12 seconds off the race lead. Balding 13.8 seconds, and Dustin Rigsby 14.8. So this field in the top 5 really strung out right now. Chris Mefford in the 46 is the last car on the lead lap in 7th place. That is the 8 of Doug Johnson. Johnson on a little bit fresher tires here, but Doug Johnson in 13th position, 2 laps down. Maybe looking for an opening or a mistake out of the 46, but not trying to pressure him too much. Trying to be respectful of a lead lap car. Machine though, looking at 7 more laps here in the climb for Parkinsons 200. 200 laps in this 1 mile racetrack, commonly referred to as the Monster Mile. Colin now opening up to a 9-second lead. The 12 machine really has a big gap to work with here with 5 laps to go. At this point, all he has to do is manage that gap. Staying right on the back bumper of the 11 here. It doesn't appear to be in too much of a hurry to try and pass him. They are closing in on the 46 of Chris Mefford and the 8 of Doug Johnson. We go on board with our race leader 3 more times around this race, drawing to a close. Colin really not interested in challenging these guys. Gonna back up off of him. He has a 9.5 second lead over Steve Baker. 2 laps to go. White flag in the air for Colin Allman. The 12 machine takes the white flag final time around here at Dover. Maintaining the gap to the rest of the field. Steve Baker 8.8 seconds behind. Not going to be able to do anything with that. The 12 machine easily up off the corner. Checkered flag waving. And Colin Allman going to become the first repeat winner of the season. He picks up the 2nd win for him here tonight. The 12 machine led for 118 laps. Excellent job out there for the 12. Steve Baker in the 55, going to bring it home in 2nd place. And 3rd will go to the 88 of Dale Osbin. So the 12 gonna celebrate his race win, making some noise, making some smoke, spins it around and heads back to start finish line. Guys, we're gonna step away, we're gonna set up our post-race show. No one go anywhere, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we have our race winner here claiming the trophy for the Climb for Parkinsons 200, Colin Allman in the 12 machine. Man, oh man, you led for 118 laps. That car looked like it doesn't even have a scratch on it. Tell us a little bit about your race out there tonight.
Well, yeah, I got the pole. Track position is huge here, but got the pole and then messed up on our first pit stop. Past the pace car, had to make a pass-through penalty, went a lap down, and got back on the lead lap. Cautions fell our way, and had a nice green flag run at the end there.
I had noticed that you had gone a lap down. Seemed like you had an issue there. I didn't realize you had passed the pace car with that penalty. So thanks for clearing that up. But man, that 12 machine though, the track position was everything. But you were able to work your way through the field. At one point, when you came back onto the track, you were down all the way to 21st spot. What was it like out there trying to pass that many cars tonight?
That was a lot of fun. I don't have much experience in the Cup car, but Dover is a lot of fun. It's a really racy track, multiple grooves, and super tough to pass. And, I had a fun night, man. It was a little frustrating at the beginning. Didn't even see the pace car in my, because I just got one screen, so didn't even see the pace car on my right side. And then I show up with a black flag. I'm like, okay. But yeah, it was fun driving through the field. We were able to come out clean, no damage. Luckily, dodged all the wrecks and came out with the win.
Well, congratulations on that race win, picking up your second win of the season. Anybody you need to give thanks to?
Yeah, I gotta give out thanks to the guys at Front Stretch Mafia, Keith, Michael, Cade. Thanks to Cade for painting the scheme for me, and hopefully he'll be able to race again next week.
All right, Colin, congratulations once again on your race win.
All right, thank you, man.
Now it's time to move on to our second place finisher. That is the 55 of Steve Baker. Steve, that 55 machine brings it home second place here tonight. Solidly kept that machine up inside the top 10 most of the night in top 3. Tell us about your race here tonight.
Yeah, it was just keeping it out of the wall and keeping it in as much clean air as possible. Got a little bit of damage there from that initial start that we didn't really get a chance to fix all the way, but didn't seem to change it too much, and didn't want to give up the track position to stay in the pits to fix it. So worked out. Just didn't have whatever extra Colin had tonight. He ran a great race and kept his car clean and ran it smooth. So congrats to him for the win, but yeah, just short tonight.
55 brings it home in second place, but you do open up your points lead a little bit over Troy Radford. Looking at the halfway point here for this season, how are you going to tackle the second half of the season?
Hopefully just keep rattling off top fives. I mean, I hate that I had to miss a week and use a provisional. That cost me, a handful of points, maybe 10 or so, but like you said, I was able to keep the points lead and come out of here tonight and sort of build that gap up a little bit, but anything can happen and we're only halfway through. So, I mean, there's a lot of racing left, so plenty of fast guys in here and you never know what's going to happen. So we'll just keep the head down and try and keep the car clean and get good finishes.
Well, congratulations on second place out here tonight, Steve. Any shout outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Shout out Turn 3 again, SRTV Network and Smoke Show Racing, my team, teammates Dustin and Josh out there tonight, and just everybody who showed up and put on a good race.
All right, Steve, thank you very much, and congratulations once again on second place.
Thanks, Kara.
Now it's time to move on to our third place finisher, and that is Dale Osmond. Dale, you continue your rise through the points order. Third place finish here. What's your secret to this charge through our point standings here so far?
I guess getting a lot of third place finishes. I think this is the second or third week in a row now I've gotten one.
Well, the 88 had a good run going, finishing third here tonight. Tell us a little bit about your race as you started all the way in 19th place and then made your way to the front.
Yeah, I started in the back because I just screwed up my qualifying. I couldn't get a good lap in. And then I caught a good break not getting involved in that first wreck, which took out a handful of people and sent them to the back. And then it was pretty much just like Steve's race. I got a little damage later on in the race, and it just kind of hurt my car, and I didn't have anything for the leaders. There at the end, I was just able to get some good pit strategy and hold on to a top 3 though.
Well, the 88 is one of the hottest drivers in our points standings. Continues to look that way for you. Next set of races, you're going to be able to maybe improve, maybe get a second, maybe even a win.
Man, I hope so. I don't know where we're going these next few weeks, but I really want to get a win here. It would be pretty nice, and it would help my points out a little bit.
All right, Dale. Well, congratulations on your third place finish. Shout outs, thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, always my family, my team, Blackhawk Motorsports, you guys at Turn 3 Racing for broadcasting, and everyone in the league. We had a little bit of a rough start to it, but there at the end, we had a really solid race.
All right, Dale. Well, congratulations once again on your third place, and thank you for sticking around to talk to us.
Yep, thank you, Kara.
That was our top 3 podium finishing drivers. Thank you guys for that post-race interviews. Now there's nothing left but to go through our results here tonight. Colin Allman winning in that 12 machine. Dominating performance led for 118 laps. Steve Baker in the 55 gonna bring it home second. Third place going to Dale Osmond. Fourth, Justin Rigsby. Rounding out your top 5 will be the 48 of Josh Spalding. Troy Radford brings it home in 6th place. 7th will be Chris Mefford. 8th, Dustin German. 9th, Brian Miskell. 10th going to Tyler Hilton. 11th will be Christopher Spencer. Doug Johnson bringing it home in 12th place. Eric Blount in 13th. 14th will be John Johnson. Aaron Tolhurst in the 98 machine bringing it home in 15th place. Matthew Spinks in the 35 will be 16th. 17th will go to Mike Massengill. Brandon Hartwell finishing 18th. 19th going to the 3 machine of Chad Meadows. Ray Radford finishing in 20th. 21st going to Dakota Bryant. 22nd, Dustin Ping. 23rd going to Dylan Blankenship. And Russell Brown in the 00 being scored in 24th place. So guys, that will do it for us here at Turn 3 Racing Network. As for me, I am out until next week. Thank you very much for joining me. Appreciate y'all joining me for the ride, I guess I should say. It was a wonderful time out here at Dover. The climb for Parkinsons 200 is a wrap. Colin Allman taking home the hardware here tonight. Guys, until next week, have a good night, and I will see you then.